Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope all of you are doing well. This is second videos of acid, bases and salt. In our previous video, we have completed the topic indicators. Now, in today's video, we will start topic acids. As I already told that there are four major topics in this chapter. First one is indicators, second is acids, third is base and fourth is salt. So in today's video we will deal with the second topic, that is acids. If you missed the video of indicators, please watch it from the playlist. So let's start the video, and today we will learn about acids. So what are acid? We all know from grade 7 we are learning that acid have sour taste, acid turns blue litmus to red. So these are some properties of acid, but if anyone will tell you to define acid and you are a grade 10 student, so it is not the proper definition. So an acid is a substance which dissociate on dissolving in water and produce hydrogen ion. What is hydrogen ion? H plus. So I am repeating that an acid is a substance which dissociate on dissolving in water to produce hydrogen ion. Whether it is hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, acetic acid, all of them contain H plus in common. When they dissolve in water, they dissociate and gives H plus ion. Let's see the examples. So the first example is HCl. What is HCl? HCl is hydrochloric acid. So hydrochloric acid in presence of water. Aqueous means it is dissolved in water. Aqueous solution means a solution which have solvent water. Any solution which is having solvent as water is known as aqueous solution. So HCl on dissociation will produce H plus ion and give Cl minus ion. Cl minus is chloride ion. So HCl on dissociation will give H plus ion and Cl minus ion. So similarly sulfuric acid, H2SO4 is sulfuric acid. On dissociation it will give 2 moles of H plus and 1 mole of. Third one is nitric acid, HNO3. Okay, it is also aqueous solution of nitric acid. So means acid is dissolved in water, and on dissolving water it dissociate into H plus, that is hydrogen ion, and NO3 minus means nitrate ion. So, and the last one is acetic acid or ethanoic acid, and when it dissolve in water means aqueous solution of acetic acid will give H plus ion and CS3COO minus ion. We call it as acetate ion. It is acetate, it is nitrate, it is sulfate, and this is chloride. These are the anions. Anions means ions having negative charge, and H plus is common in all of 4 acids, whether it is HCl, H2SO4, HNO3, CS3OH. Means HCl will also give H plus, H2SO4 will also give H plus, HNO3 as well as acetic acid will also give H plus when they dissociate in water. So it is a basic definition of acid that an acid is a substance which dissociate on dissolving in water to produce hydrogen ion. Got it? Now we are discussing about classification of acids. As like indicator was of 2 types, natural and synthetic. Similarly, acids are also of 2 types. The first one is organic acid and second one is mineral acid. Organic acid and mineral acid. So what is an organic acid? As the name suggests, organic means it will obtain from the organic sources, living sources. Okay, the acid present in plant material and animals are known as organic acid. Example, acetic acid or ethanoic acid, citric acid, lactic acid, formic acid. These are the example of organic acid. And when we talk about mineral acid, so the acid which are prepared from the mineral of the earth are known as mineral acid. Means these are those acids which can be prepared by the minerals of the earth. So few examples of organic acids are acetic acid, which is found in vinegar; formic acid, it is found in red ant bite or any insect bite; oxalic acid, which is found in tomato; malic acid in apple; tartaric acid in tamarind; and there are so many other organic acid like butyric acid, which we get from butter. Acid which are present in plant material and animal are known as organic acid. Why organic acid? Because they are we get them from organic sources like plant and animal. And mineral acid are those acids which can be prepared from the mineral of earth like HCl, hydrogen chloride, or hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid H2SO4, nitric acid HNO3, carbonic acid H2CO3. So these are the two type of acid which you need to learn. First one is organic and second one is mineral. Organic acid are not harmful to eat or drink because we naturally obtain them in our food material, like we get acetic acid from vinegar, oxalic acid from tomato. So these acids, organic acid, are not harmful to eat and drink because it is occurring naturally. And mineral acid are very dangerous. We cannot drink mineral acid whether it is concentrated, diluted. Okay, so we can consume organic acid. We are consuming some amount of organic acid in our daily diet, but we are not having mineral acid. In mineral acid, there is an exception that carbonic acid is a weak acid and it is found in soft drink as well. The soft drink which we drink, cold drinks, that contains carbonic acid, and it is an exception that we are consuming a mineral acid. It is not that strong. So if I am using a word strong acid, means there are two type of more acid. First one is strong acid and second one is weak acid. So what are strong acid? Strong acids are those acids which produce a large amount of H plus ion when they dissociate in water. Means the acid who will produce more amount of H plus in aqueous medium, it will consider as strong acid. And a weak acid is an acid which is partially ionized. Means it is not fully ionized. It will produce a small number of H plus ion when it dissociates in presence of water. I am repeating that a strong acid completely ionize in water and produce a large number of a large amount of H plus ions. Okay. Examples are HCl, H2SO4, HNO3. Means all mineral acid, exception is carbonic acid. They are strong acid. They will ionize and produce a large number of H plus ion. And weak acid partially ionize in water and produce a small amount of H plus. So example are formic acid, methanoic acid, carbonic acid. See, carbonic acid is a mineral acid, but still it is a weak acid. Why? Because it is not completely ionized in water, it is partially ionized and form a small amount of H plus ion in aqueous solution. So since organic acids are weak acid, so we can say that dilute solution of weak organic acid are quite safe to drink and eat as well. So organic acids can be consumed, but whether it is a weak mineral acid, we should avoid to consume it. So that's why doctor advises you to not drink a lot of cold drinks because it contains carbonic acid. It's a mineral acid and it is not good for your body. Whenever you go to chemistry lab, on the bottle you will get a marking that whether an acid is concentrated or diluted. So what does these terms mean? What is a concentrated acid and what is diluted acid? What is the basic difference between them? So all of the acid presents some amount of water in it. Without having water, they will not ionize to give H plus and they will not show any acidic behavior. So in every acid there is an amount of water present in it. So if an acid that contain minimum possible amount of water is known as concentrated acid, means those acid which are having minimum possible amount, जितना कम से कम amount हो water का, जितना ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा amount हो acid का, they will known as concentrated acid. And in diluted acid, the things will reverse, that it contains maximum possible amount of water and minimum possible amount of acid. So basically in our school lab we use diluted acid. Always remember that whether an acid is concentrated or diluted, it is mandatory that it is having some part of water in it. If there will be absence of water, they will not show the acidic behavior, because you all know for being an acid there must be presence of H plus ion, and in absence of water acid will not dissociate to give H plus ion. Okay, so this is all about concentrated acid, dilute acid, organic acid, mineral acid, and strong acid and weak acid. I hope it is clear now. So now we will discuss about properties of acid. Okay, since acid is also a compound and every compound has its some unique property, so acid is also having some property. So the very first basic property of acid, very common property that all of you know, that acid have sour taste. Acid have sour taste. And what is the second property? So acid turns blue litmus to red. Acid turns blue litmus to red. And you know, since there is presence of H plus ion and some negative ions in acid, so it's a good conductor of electricity. Acids are electrolyte. Acids are electrolyte. Electrolyte means their solution will conduct electricity due to the presence of H plus ion. Since writing annotation will take time, that's why I am pausing video and writing these things. So acids are electrolyte, means the solution of acid conduct electricity. The fourth property is, as we are learning from definition, that acid dissociate on dissolving in water to produce hydrogen ion. It's a very important property that acid produce hydrogen ion on dissociation. Next property of acid is their pH is less than 7. Their pH will be less than 7. What is pH? pH stands for potential of hydrogen. It is negative logarithm of H plus ion concentration, and pH is not part of his syllabus. That's why I am not discussing this in a very detail. But all of you should know that acid have their pH value less than 7. At 7 it is neutral, and below 7 it is acidic. If a substance is showing pH value less than 7, means it will be acidic in nature. Coming to next property, that's when acid react with a metal, it forms a salt and liberate hydrogen gas. When acid react with a metal, it forms salt and liberate hydrogen gas. Whenever an acid react with a metal, for example, let's take an acid, sulfuric acid, H2SO4. When it is reacting with zinc, it will form ZnSO4 plus H2. Hydrogen gas will liberate. Considering the other example like HCl, it is hydrochloric acid and it is reacting with magnesium. It will form MgCl2, magnesium chloride, that's a salt, and H2 gas will liberate. So whenever an acid react with a metal, it forms salt and liberate hydrogen gas. It is a chemical property of acid which you need to learn. Similarly, when nitric acid HNO3 react with magnesium, it will form magnesium nitrate, that is MgNO3 whole twice and liberate hydrogen gas. So when an acid react with metal, it forms salt and liberate hydrogen gas. It's a property of acid. It is very important property. It is frequently asked in CBSE examination, so you need to learn about this. So our next property is when an acid react with a metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate, which is commonly known as metal bicarbonate. So when an acid reacts with metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate, it will form a salt, water, and carbon dioxide gas will liberate. I repeat, when an acid reacts with metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate or metal bicarbonate, it will form salt, water, and carbon dioxide gas. Wait, I am writing it. Acid react with metal carbonate to form salt, CO2, and water. Let us take an example of this property. We are considering HCl is reacting with a metal carbonate like sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. What will it form? It will form salt, NaCl plus CO2 plus water. When a metal carbonate reacts with acid, it forms a salt, carbon dioxide gas, and water. Please ignore that well because I am in school. Let us take one more example of hydrogen carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate, metal bicarbonate, sodium hydrogen carbonate. It is NaHCO3. When it reacts with HCl, same product it will form NaCl plus CO2 plus H2. So it's a property that whenever an acid reacts with metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate, it will liberate carbon dioxide gas, it will form a salt along with water. So student, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and in the next video we will start our next topic, that is base. I will try to make 2 more videos, one on base and other on salt, as soon as I can, and I will upload. So please stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Till then, bye bye, take care, keep learning. If you have any doubt related to this topic, you can comment it down in comment section. Okay, bye bye, take care everyone, all the very best.